And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, as we come to you here from Emblem Sports Bar in Brooklyn. We're the only show, folks, that combines traditional sports talk and gaming. It is the intersection of sports and gaming. We're talking the latest in the world of the NFL, and we also have a couple of Madden players playing the Madden video game for cash and prizes, folks. It is here on Unbeaten Sports Channel, NESN Nation, and also in the Black Network, as we come to you from Emblem Sports Bar in Brooklyn, ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. All right, let's come inside, folks. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports. ISG Football, always early in the week, and of course, ISG Basketball later in the week. Good to be with you here early in the week as we get set here to tell you the latest in the world of the NFL. Folks, we got a lot to get to. As I said earlier, we're the only show that talks and combines traditional sports with the world of gaming. And folks, it's good to be here, right here in BK. Where Brooklyn at? Brooklyn is right here. Emblem Sports Bar here in Brooklyn. A beautiful sports bar here located at 187 Graham Avenue here in BK. And it's also located right in the heart of East Williamsburg. All-American sports bar and beer garden. And they offer a large array of local and domestic microbrews. Look at Yara over there, and a good friend, the owner here. Leo and the staff doing a great job. 15 flat screen TVs. They also got the 16 taps. Also got the beautiful patio as well in the summertime right now. As they say, summertime in the city, man, nothing like it. Emblem, where sports enthusiasts and event goers unite. Emblem is the ultimate destination for sports lovers. Emblem Sports Bar, located in Brooklyn, in the heart of East Williamsburg. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There he is, Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback, also played in the NFL with the Broncos and the Cardinals, also the UFL's San Antonio Brahmas. He's a volunteer, good old Rocky Top. Green 80. Green 80. 52's the mic. 52's the mic. Easy, easy. Kill. Liz. Roger. Tuesday. Said, hey. That was the best one. Jared.
See, no, that was the best one. When you said Tuesday and you started clapping, I'm like, oh, who's going on the clap? Tuesday on the clap is 2 claps. So I'm like, all right, there he goes. And then he did 3. I was like, oh. No, that was good. That was probably your best one yet. That was good. That had a little rhythm to it.
Hello, rhythm. All right. Did I sound good? I mean, could you hear me in front of 102,000 at Neyland?
Voice inflections. You just got to bark it. You got to bark it.
Give me a nice little, give me a little dummy call right now. Give me something. Give the people what they want, man, here on NESN, Unbeaten Nation, and in the Black Network.
All right, so a dummy call, so we can go on yellow.
I want a real cadence.
All right, so if we go, all right, so yellow, so we have 2 plays. So say we had a kill play. So we're going yellow 80, yellow 80. We're saying like, all right, 2-2. So it's the second play. So we're going 2-2. Monday. White 80. What is that?
Yeah. You're not going to get that anywhere except right here at ISG. Go ahead, Andrea.
The yellow is nothing. The yellow means nothing. Everybody's calm on yellow. You can say yellow as much as you want. Or you can go green cadence. Green cadence is nice. You can go white, yellow, and then as soon as you hear green, you're off.
Well, green was our indicator. That was our, for our, to make the change at the line of scrimmage. So we don't want to go green. Any other color is fine. Green means we're changing the play. That's an audible.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. You were the quarterback in your other lifetime.
Yeah, I want to be. I didn't have the arm for it, but that's all good. Let's go ahead and bring in our girl, our queen, Andrea Richmond. Unmute your mic, Andrea. What is going on? How you doing in the A down there in Atlanta? I know it's hot. All-Star weekend is come and gone. How's it been down there?
I was saying, you're the quarterback of our show, Larry, so it don't even matter. You know what I mean? Come on now. Calling the plays for us, me and Jarrett over here. We're looking at the line of scrimmage, okay? Everything's been good in the A-Town. World Cup action just about wrapping up here, getting preparation for next year. But other than that, we're moving.
All right, you guys ready to get this thing started?
Let's
go ahead and get the show started, man. Good to be here on the platforms of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. Folks, let's take a look at the rundown real quickly here. For ISG Football, the intersection of sports and gaming, Teddy B. Two gloves. Teddy Bridgewater suspended from his high school job down in Miami. We'll get into that. He's also commented about that. A KC radio host says Pat Mahomes is fat and an embarrassment. What the hell is going on here? We're going to break that down. Also, Kirk Cousins says he felt misled by Atlanta when they drafted Michael Penix Jr. We'll get into that. Vikings linebacker Dallas Turner lost $240,000. He was scammed. We'll tell you that story. A very interesting story that no one's really talking about. And Leonard Fournette gives the streamer $500 in subs. It's really cute, but her reaction is priceless. We got to let you guys hear that because we are the intersection of sports and gaming. We'll show you that. How about the rules here? Because we do have a Madden contest, a Madden matchup, all Madden competitive game style, head-to-head current rosters. Like to call those regs. All 32 NFL regular teams are available. 5-minute quarters, King of the Hill format. You win, you stay on the sticks. How about the prices here? It's all about the money. $50 guaranteed, $40 to the winner. The loser runs about this piece with $10. And if you win 4 straight weeks, folks, you're the king of the hill. And you get an NFL licensed zip chair, folks. Go to zipchair.com. Literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. They make office furniture, gaming desks, sofas, stools, you name it. They got all the NFL teams, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, also the NCAA-inspired chairs. And any custom pieces you want, they can get that done for you as well. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Shout out to our marketing lady, Tina Altadonna, doing a great job. They're on Strong Island. That's Long Island. Zipchair.com. How about the matchup here? The Madden matchup. Take a look at these two young men. JBaird, a 2-time champ, playing with the Chiefs. FearTheHuskers, a multiple-time champ. About a handful for FearTheHuskers, playing with the Lions. He is the current king of the hill. Quick profile of these two, and we'll start with the challenger here. That would be JBaird playing with the Chiefs. Government name, John Barrett. He's from Buffalo Grove, Illinois, 19 years of age, Illinois State student. That would be the Redbirds there. And he's a 2-time ISG Madden champion. And how about the king of the hill? FearTheHuskers. Nickname is FearTheHuskers. Real name, Robert Neely. Omaha. He's from Omaha, Nebraska, 27 years of age, a civil engineer. If you were watching last week, we told you about his story. They're working on the tallest structure and building it out in Omaha, 43 stories. In Omaha, Nebraska, 5-time ISG Madden champ. All right, let's take a look real quickly at the standings here. MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Molly Pop Grapes, taking over by Sweet Storm. Folks, when you see that pink bag in your local grocery store, you got to understand you're getting high quality produce, man. Some of the best grapes that you're going to get. We're talking about 20 different varieties of grapes. Also, a huge announcement coming out, man. They got the fresh juices as well. Check them out online. MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Andrea Richmond, she's got the lead. She's got me by what? We're going to call this 1.5 games. Jarrett Guarantano, third place, 8-6, slightly above 500. Let's go ahead and bring everybody in. Let's get a quick prediction here as we get this game started here. We'll start with you, Andrea Richmond. Peace up, A-Down. You're in the A-Town. Who you got? You got Chiefs, or you got that Honolulu Blue with the Detroit Lions?
Aloha. Oh, man, this is tough, man. Usually it's been just go ahead and pick OG, and we've been coasting on that for a while, but this is something where I actually had to ask before the show, who am I going to choose? And I know that JB, if he has a good quarterback, he's usually cooking, and if we have Huskers with a good running back, he's usually cooking. So it just comes down to defense. But then it doesn't because it's Madden. I'm going with Huskers. I'm probably going to regret it. I feel like JB is probably going to do this one just because the Lions defense can be weird. But run game and Huskers, it's hard to deny. So go ahead and give me Huskers. But this is going to be a battle.
And it's going to be a battle. JG, where you going, man? AFC, NFC, Chiefs Kingdom, or we're going one pride, baby, up in the Detroit?
I think coming into this game, it's as equal as a matchup as there's been.
It is.
Probably the toughest decision, honestly. Like, it's kind of like flip a coin, heads or tails. I think I'm gonna go with Huskers today. I think Huskers got it today. But like I said, like today's the biggest flip a coin. Like, I don't even know. I'm just going 50-50 in the top of my mind because I have no feel. Like, the teams are as equal as possible. Huskers really good. JB's really good. So I'm just going to flip it, and I'll just go Huskers today.
It is literally the flip of the coin, and you guys are zigging. You know I got to zag. I'm going to take JB, man. Slightly because he has the slightly better team. But, man, the lines are pretty good in Madden 25, man. As we get, ahead to Madden 26 here in the next few weeks. Give me JB. I'll take JB and the Chiefs because we're going to be talking about Pat Mahomes here in a minute. And that's, I think the synergy is working on our side here. So give me JB and the Chiefs. All right, guys, let's go ahead and lock it up. John Baird, play with the Chiefs and the Kingdom. And how about the King of the Hill? Fear the Huskers. Does anybody fear him? Does JBaird fear him? We're going to find out here. He's playing with the Lions. Guys, let's go ahead and lock it up as we come here to you. ISG Football from Emblem Sports Bar in Brooklyn here on the networks of Unbeaten Sports Channel, NESN Nation, and also in the Black Network. May the best man win. And we'll be talking to one of you guys at the conclusion of the game. Good luck. All right, folks, that pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Golf Zone Social. 3 locations. One in Brooklyn, also West Nyack and Scarsdale, sports bar and indoor golf lounge. With some 16 total bays, 15, and then a huge VIP bay. Got the simulators and the suites there. It is where golf meets social, good people. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games meeting unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses. It's a true experience there. It's a bar, it's a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Shout out to good food people there at Golf Zone Social. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. We're back here inside of Emblem Sports Bar in Brooklyn, located 187 Graham Avenue in the heart of East Williamsburg. All-American Sports Bar and Beer Garden. Got the large array of local and domestic microbrews. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football here on the screen on the networks of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. Next to me, got Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer quarterback, starting quarterback for them. Also played in the NFL with the Broncos and Cardinals. Also with the UFL San Antonio Brahmas. Andrea, Richmond, top right-hand corner of the screen. She's a sports reporter in the A All-Star Game, and Major League Baseball just wrapped up this week. So good to see that pretty face there. Huskers in the middle of the screen, our current king of the hill. Won last week. This is his second straight week. He is playing with the Detroit Lions. They have the ball on offense. Bottom of the screen, JBaird with the black hat on, playing with the Chiefs. He's on defense. We'll see if he can stop the Lions. All right, guys, let's get started here and talk the National Football League. But it's also got some ties to local high school. Teddy Bridgewater, folks, was suspended from his high school job. So Teddy Bridgewater got suspended from his high school job. He's the head coach at Miami Northwestern High School, won the state championship last year, undefeated, suspended by the school for providing impermissible benefits to players, providing Uber rides, also physical therapy, pregame meals, recovery, field paint. Those reports he spent nearly $200,000 of his own money. Now, Teddy B says the administration, they want him gone, but he's free to go and coach anywhere because he's not really on staff. He's a volunteer, but he says he's not going anywhere, but he will volunteer from the bleachers like he did in 2018 and 2019. This is crazy. He's trying to raise money for these kids. He's doing a really good job in that local community down in Miami. I was a little hot about this. Your thoughts here, JG? What the hell is going on in Miami? Clearly something is going on with the administration, and Teddy B owed 2 gloves.
What is happening in England with that pick 6 on the first drive? 7 zip.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sheesh.
No, I mean, this is just another example of people it's probably people that have to do with, I don't know, in states of the politicians, the people in town that just want to disrupt greatness happening. Like, this is just a prime example of people holding back kids from reaching their position.
It's not about the kids. They're fighting like kids.
Dude.
They're just sitting there and they're just making it completely about back and forth, what's right and wrong, what he shouldn't be doing. Like, if they actually cared, they would be worried about what the kids and how much he's affected them, and he doesn't need to be doing this, right? Like, Teddy B can be doing anything in this world. Like, he can be sitting there, not even leaving his house, feet kicked up all day. He's made that much money. He's done that well. He's had that much success.
Right.
And he wants to get back to where he's from and the kids where he's from, and just time is money. And he doesn't want any money from them. He doesn't want anything. He just wants to give back to his community and just show the kids what it's like. Just be a role model for them. But they don't care as much about the kids. They just want to fight what they want to fight and just continue just being idiots. And it's a shame because Teddy B, like, people will say it, Teddy B is one of the best individuals off the field that there is in the NFL. And the fact that he wants to be there for the kids, like, everybody should be praising him, right? Like, there should be nothing but praise in his community.
Oh, he's getting universal praise from all the former players and all the commentators online. Even the internet salutes. And the internet's a pretty toxic place. Everybody's taking Teddy B's side. Go ahead, Jay.
They're absolutely rallying around him. And that's how it should be, right? Like, Teddy's doing things that not a lot of people do, right? Like, especially with the level of success that he's had. He doesn't have to be doing this. And the fact that he is doing it, it should be praised. It should be talked about. It should be loved. Definitely shouldn't be suspended and definitely shouldn't be in any negative limelight that it is right now.
Andrea, I love the fact that he says, how you going to suspend me? I'm not even on staff. I'm a volunteer. And I can volunteer to go anywhere the hell I want, right? I'm not even going to do that. And if I have to, I'll do it from the stands because it is about the kids for him. Look, clearly they got mad that he posted this stuff online on a Facebook message or somewhere on social media that he'd like some donations and stuff like that. Come on, school, get it together. Y'all need stuff. This is a local inner city school down there in Miami. I know the Miami Northwestern area and those Bulls, man, they were good when I was working in Miami in 2005 and 06.
It's the other coaches or the other administrators or the other people in the county who are like, oh, this is an unfair competitive advantage that are the reason why this happens, because there's no reason where, especially at this time too, what's the number one thing that everybody talks about? Like, there's a worry about education. There's a worry about resources for kids. And the exceeding conversation when it comes to children, especially inner city children, is we need to save these kids, right? And instead, you're taking resources away from them. And a person who's very influential from them, didn't he lead the team or towards like an undefeated track?
They won the state. They won the state championship. I mentioned that in the intro. They won the state championship last year. You're absolutely correct, and won that game like, I don't know, 41-0 or something like that.
Overwhelmingly. So it's clear that the resources that he provided towards them significantly helped them their performance on field, and not just their performance on the field, but also as people as well. The number one reason why sports is so important, especially at the youth level, is because that's how a lot of people find their confidence. It's how they find their friendship. That's how they find out who they are as a person, and they're able to instill confidence. You think that taking away such a good provider of resources that they may not have, especially when it comes to things like PT, Uber rides, these are resources that kids may not be able to afford. You're going to take that away from them? It seems like a lot of these, when it comes to a lot of these rules that are placed, it's under the guise of competitive advantage, but really it feels like we don't want people to succeed. It feels
here's
like
the thing. He self-reported it wasn't even about the Florida State High School Athletic Association. This is his own people.
No, yeah, it's the people in town.
Yes, it feels like the people at town don't want people to succeed. I don't understand how you can't have. Everybody needs help. And for you to take away one of your bigger supporters away, it's incomprehensible. And again, are we really talking about the kids? And shout out to that. Yeah.
This game's crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah, do we really care about the kids, or do we care about ego and trying to get back at people? It really it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, go ahead, JB. You were going to say something?
Like, what do kids that live in a tougher environment and an environment that's not as successful need? They need positive role models. They need people that are going to show them the right way to do things. The people that are going to be the ones that they can look up to and create a path for them to have success. Like, the fact that they did this is absolutely just so brutal. And you know what the worst part is? It's not going to be the people in other cities, other towns. It's going to be the people where that he should be getting to love the most, and that's from where he's from. But the higher ups, they always want to look down on something. They always want to say something's wrong, so they're just going to make this into something completely negative.
How do you think this thing will play out, Andrea? You think he'll be back as we got the end of the first quarter? Once you get the last word here, you think he'll be back? He's going to look. He said he'll coach from the stands, and he's already done that. 4, 5, 6 years ago, 2018, 2019.
Yeah. I think it would look horrific outside in for an entity that be to like disallow him from being around. That's where I can see this possibly be going, if the people in charge are really petty enough to like stop this from happening, which would be insane, because again, is this about the kids or is this about your ego? So I'm hoping that he's still able to provide help or resources as quote unquote a volunteer. But in general, I'm just hoping that we figure out a way for there to be community outreach and resources without this somehow being a punishment. Everybody here is being helped except the kids. Like, don't make a good situation to a bad one.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on Teddy Bridgewater. We talked about this last year when they won the state championship in December. Then he signed with the Lions to finish out the rest of the season. He did play in the division round, lost to the Commanders, completed a pass for 3 yards. So we love Teddy Bridgewater. Like I said, universally loved and respected in the NFL and also by his peers and the local media, national media, everyone behind him here. We'll see if Miami Northwestern do the right thing and bring back Teddy B and let him coach those fine young men down in Miami. All right, that first quarter, got a 14-7 ball game. Is it going to tie it up here? Ooh. Teddy B's old team, the Lions, and it is tied up. First quarter brought to you by our good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Authentic Mexican restaurant open 7 days a week, located in Bayonne, New Jersey, where I trap at. Great food, atmosphere, great affordable drinks. The libations, folks, definitely flowing. Happy hour, Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows, that's every other Tuesday. You'll see that in a couple of weeks when we go back there to El Aguila. DJs on the weekends. They got the Latin nights, very popular there as well, on the weekends as well. They also have the patio. Check them out online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. Yes, the Golden Eagle. It has landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. And we're back here at Emblem Sports Bar in Brooklyn, located 187 Graham Avenue, in the heart of East Williamsburg. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football here on your screen. On NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. Got Jarrett Guarantano left of the left screen up top, right actually to my right, but left of Andrea Richmond. He's a starting quarterback, University of Tennessee Volunteers. Back in the day, also played in the NFL with the Broncos and Cardinals. Andrea Richmond, she got the smile, the blue shirt. Is that Giants there? Is that New York Giants?
This is New York. No, not
Oh,
Giants. Never Giants. The Knicks. Never Giants. Come on
Knicks
now.
Knicks tape. Absolutely.
It would be the Jets, unfortunately, if for football purposes.
How about the Jets? We were going to talk about that. We got some other and more exciting news and engaging news, but signed Garrett Wilson and also signed Sauce Gardner.
That was a worry. So
$150 million. Yeah, I love it.
Things aren't totally depressing, only slightly depressing. So that's good.
All right. Got Huskers, bottom left-hand corner of the screen. He's the king of the hill, playing with the Lions, just topped the game. Bottom right-hand corner of the screen with the hat on, the black hat. He's the black hat brother. He is the villain in this movie. JBaird playing with KC. I picked him, by the way. Tied at 14. He's got the ball here in the second quarter. All right, back to the NFL topics, folks. And this is my favorite story of the day here. Man, this radio host in Kansas City called Patrick Mahomes fat. I didn't make that up, folks. His name is Kevin Keatsman. I think he's a podcaster and radio host there locally in Kansas City. Here's his quote from Keatsman, talking about Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes had that picture from July 4th. They're like, he's always had a dad bod. We know this, and that's fine. He said, quote, he's fat. He's an embarrassment. Stop the fast food. Do a sit-up. Do something. I don't understand it. You can't just run through your NFL career eating Taco Bell all the time and door dashing fried chicken. You've got a $500 million contract. It's your job. He's done nothing but eat and drink this offseason. Whew. Andrea Richmond. Does this guy understand that this young man, Pat Mahomes, has been to 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls and brought 3 of them to you guys in Kansas City? Does he understand that?
I want you to think of the fattest athlete you can possibly think of, right? I'm talking about offensive linemen. I'm talking about wrestlers. I'm talking about whoever, even professional.
Andre the Giant. Yeah, there you go.
Andre the Giant.
Jarrett Lorenzen, the hefty lefty.
No,
yeah.
And I was going to go to Jarrett
William Perry,
Lorenzen
refrigerator. Yeah.
I was going to go to Jarrett Lorenzen, too. They can outlap this Kansas City coach by far, time and time again. Do you not know that these are professional athletes? Do you not know that these are some of the most well-conditioned people in the world? Last week, we talked about the fact how there are some people who are in the sports industry who, like, athletes can't enjoy themselves, but then also to act like they understand that these athletes aren't the world-class premier athletes that they are. At his biggest, 20 years down the line, he can still outlast a lot of these people. And Patrick Mahomes isn't a Jarrett Lorenzen. He isn't even a Jamarcus Russell, even if he was.
Jarrett Lorenzen was almost 300 pounds.
Yes, exactly. But even if he was, he could still outlap this Radio City host. And then also, too, Patrick Mahomes is still, with his allegedly fat self, still able to outduck and outlast a lot of these edge defenders, linebackers, DBs, and still make it to the end zone and scramble a lot. So I'm not sure what he's talking about. I think he just wants to get his hot take season and get the attention. Well, congratulations. Here's your attention. You're wrong, but here you go. Attention.
Right. And Jarrett, we were talking about it. Boyd just mentioned it. His trainer back in the day said that bod is intentional. He likes the guys to have about 14% body fat. Now, look, this guy, Kevin Keatsman, he talks about Tom Brady and people not understanding him. He wants him going into his 30s to sort of take nutrition seriously and understand that it's important and take care of his body. Look, I kind of get that. But to say the man is fat and he's an embarrassment, dude, you didn't say that. You said fat and embarrassment. You didn't say, hey, man, going into your 30s, maybe you can try to, work on this. That was the longevity play for Tom Brady and some of these other people. I might be able to buy that because you're chasing the GOAT. He's got 3 Super Bowls. Tom Brady's got 7. But to call him fat and embarrassment, you lost me.
2 things, right? First thing, back to Teddy's old point, it's always your own people, right? Like this is not like a national reporter. It's not like a Las Vegas Raider. This is not a Denver Bronco report. This is your own Kansas City radio reporter, podcast host, whatever the heck he wants to call himself. Number 2, Kevin got exactly what he wanted on this, right? Like, he wanted a hot take, and he wanted people to respond, and he got as close to Pat Mahomes as you could. He got his trainer, which is his best friend, best guy, whatever it is, been his trainer his whole life. He got a lot of people's reactions, and now even us, we're talking about
it.
Kevin, who I don't even know who the heck I've never heard of. I don't know his last name, don't know anything about him. But he got the attention that he wanted for saying something so stupid. Like you said, Larry, he didn't say Pat looks a little overweight. Like, look at Pat. Pat has the dad bod. Like, what is his body fat? Like, what is body fat percentage? Like, why is he not leaning out? Like, he should be thinking about a little bit more of a different workout pattern, different nutrition. He said he is fat and an embarrassment. And he's won 3 Super Bowls, and he's the best quarterback in football. And he went with fat and embarrassment. And he's going to stand on the podium and try to ask Pat a question as soon as camp comes around.
Right.
How does that even
make
work?
It make sense. Make it make sense.
Like, obviously, Pat's going to have to speak to him. Pat's a good dude. Like, Pat's going to have to do the quarterback thing here and be the big man. But, like, why would anybody even come step 2 out of all quarterbacks, Pat Mahomes, like that? The one that has had the most success in our whole generation outside of Tom.
He's been to 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls. I mean,
that's embarrassing, according to him. That's very embarrassing. Winning all of that, being considered one of the best. What GMs and execs just recently put out a poll and was like, "Who's the best quarterback in football?" Patrick Mahomes was overwhelmingly the choice. That's embarrassing to be the best quarterback in football again for consecutive times. Like, how dare you be? You're lazy being the best one of all time. If you want to be better, have a 6-pack.
Like Tom Brady. At 20, how old is Pat? 29, 30?
Yeah, 29, something like that. Yeah, about to be 30.
Tom started getting into nutrition when he was like 41.
In his 30s. Well, mid-30s. I was there in New England.
Maybe when he got with Giselle when she was doing her Super Bowl.
That was about that time. It was like 2007, 2008, TB12 method and all that stuff.
Like, realistically,
bands and resistance and all that stuff.
He was doing, it was probably her engineering it. She was probably the one that inspired having to have the supermodel body, having to eat clean. Like, she was doing it for years. All of a sudden, Tom does. Like, Pat sitting there as one of the most successful quarterbacks before the age of 30, and he works his ass off. You always see him in the lab with his trainer, Bobby. We're talking about the guy. That's why I'm saying the guy wanted a reaction, and he's getting a reaction out of me. Sure. I can't even breathe. I'm starting to rub my forehead.
Yes. I know. It's crazy. Mind-boggling.
And the craziest part, too, is literally Tom Brady, again, throw back to the combine footage. Tom Brady had a dad gut, too.
He did.
Tom Brady was notoriously unathletic except to his last little bit of his career. So, again, like, nothing about this makes sense. It's an argument based off nothing but high air.
Until he started playing with Randy. When he started playing with Randy, that time was probably... that's what I'm thinking about when he got thinner. Right. When he started to get thinner. But other than that, like... You didn't see, like, Tom had his belly hanging over his pants, everything. Like, it was no good. Right, and he was still winning ball games.
But it was a dramatic turn. He went to, like, I've never eaten strawberries. I like avocado ice cream. It was literally a left turn. So I was there during all of that.
Then, Pat's breaking tackles. Pat's running past.
Yes.
But you got to be able to absorb. That's what his trainer said. You have to be able to absorb contact. It's a long season.
He has more career rushing yards than Tom Brady. So what are we talking about?
Well, and also the Chiefs, one of the Chiefs coaches basically called out the report. He's like, look, you want to come to camp? You couldn't even last a full day at camp. Yeah, and we're not even talking about the physical stuff, just running like no huddle. You couldn't even do that. So, look, Pat Mahomes is fine. His body's fine. He makes fun of it. He's going to be really great. He's a Hall of Famer already. And like I said, he's been to 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls. And I believe been to the AFC Championship game literally every year he's been a starting quarterback, which is just mind-boggling and phenomenal. Once again, that's Tom Brady-esque. We'll keep an eye on this, and I don't know, maybe so the guy has a retraction, but he's still on Twitter and or X and on social media, still griping and talking about people they're not listening, and I don't want him to turn into Ben Roethlisberger and all that other stuff. It's like, dude, just shut up. This guy's giving you a platform so you can talk, so people like us will see your comments, because if the Kansas City Chiefs weren't any good, you wouldn't have a platform either. So it goes hand in hand. Third quarter, 17-14 ball game here. Lions with the lead. That'd be Huskers, the current king of the hill. That second quarter brought to you, my good friends, right here at Emblem Sports Bar here in Brooklyn, 187 Graham Avenue, in the heart of East Williamsburg. All-American Sports Bar and Beer Garden, offering a large array of domestic and micro brews, 15 flat screen TVs. They also got the 16 taps as well. Emblem, where sports enthusiasts and event goers unite. Emblem, the ultimate destination for sports lovers. Emblem Sports Bar in Brooklyn. Check them out online, emblembk.com. We're back here inside of Emblem Sports Bar in Brooklyn. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football on your screen here on NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. Got Jarrett Guarantano, bottom of 10 corner of your screen in the middle there. Former starting quarterback, University of Tennessee Volunteers. Also played in the NFL with the Broncos and Cardinals. Got Andrea Richmond, right-hand corner of the screen there in the middle. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. Huskers playing with the Detroit Lions. Has the ball, third quarter. Current king of the hill. He's the current champion here. This is ISG Football. We're the only show that talks the traditional sports lane, the latest in the world of traditional sports, and also gaming and combining those. It's the confluence here. JBaird, Black Hat, playing with the Kansas City Chiefs. He has the ball, looking to take, actually he's on defense, and he is trailing here by 3 points. Back to the NFL topics, guys. Kirk Cousins says that he felt misled by the Falcons. Of course, the Falcons. He went to the Falcons, signed that huge contract last offseason, and then later, I think within a month later, they drafted Michael Penix Jr. In the top 10 there. He said, certainly, if I had that information around free agency, it would have affected his decision. I had no reason to leave Minnesota with how much we loved it there. Both teams were going to be drafting a QB high. So that's what he said. It was also on the quarterback episode there with Netflix. You saw his wife kind of, emotional about it. She gave him some props, said he handled it very well. Raheem Morris called him. He wasn't there, came home, and he was able to talk to him. He did call Michael Penix during that situation as well. Jarrett, your thoughts here, man? You're a quarterback. Do you fault Cousins here, or is he just crying over spoiled milk? It's like, dude, you got paid, and then you went 1 touchdown, 9 picks in 4 games, and you were hurt and didn't tell the team. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, no, I mean, 2020, like, what do we talk about? Hindsight, like, is whatever.
Hindsight is 2020, yeah.
And you're sitting there, and from his perspective, of course, it's, oh, maybe I should have went here, I should have went there. I've done it. Every athlete's done it in their history. I mean, probably every person has done it in a certain situation or scenario that hasn't gone the right way as they thought it would after them making a decision. I don't know if much would have changed. I think Kirk has reached a point in his career why like his body is kind of wear and tear on him right now, especially after his last Achilles injury with Minnesota. From the perspective, I think I do agree with him though. If both opportunities were presented by themselves and said, hey, Atlanta's going to draft a first-round quarterback and Minnesota's going to draft a first-round quarterback, who do you want to be with? He'd probably sit there and stay with Minnesota due to the fact of the amount of success that he had and their head coach, O'Connell, being there and being one of the best play callers in football. So I completely agree. Like, it just doesn't make sense why he would go to Atlanta if that was the case scenario, if they presented that. This game is all about touchdowns right now. Like, it is.
It's crazy right now. It's insane.
Wow. It is. It's wild.
Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is a record.
Yeah. Every single second.
A lot of skiing and skating there. Yeah.
Man, long touchdowns, everything. But no, for sure, like, I think from his perspective, like, yeah, he doesn't want to complain about it or anything like that, but it's as accurate as possible, right? Like, if both opportunities were on the table and each side told the complete honest truth, I think he would still be with Minnesota.
Well, you could stay with Minnesota. You probably would have made less. That's the problem. You took the money, bro. I'm not even mad at Kirk, but let's not pretend like we don't have all the facts here.
Well, I don't think that we do, because we don't know what's going on in the Falcons front office. And the fact that they probably didn't notify the fact that Kirk, hey, you're older, we're going to go ahead and draft a player with a high ranking. Everybody was surprised by the Michael Penix.
Michael Penix was not going to play until he threw 9 picks in 4 games and only 1 touchdown.
But in general, though,
it changes the locker room a little bit. It changes the outside.
It does. That's fair.
Yeah,
he didn't come into Atlanta like thinking that he was going to have to develop, or there was going to be somebody behind. Like, he thought, like, Atlanta probably came to him and said, like, listen, this is your team. We're going to draft around you. We're going to build a team around you. We really still believe in you.
That's fair.
One of the best quarterbacks in football. You've been one of the consistent. This is you. This is all yours. And then they draft Mike Penix in the first round, which everybody kind of viewed as a surprise. Like, nobody really saw it coming at all. Traded up from him, which was insane.
That is all true.
And that's why I never.
But Andrea, but you were there in Atlanta. What happened to walk in your trap, take over your trap? They were flying high. Michael Penix was on the bench. No one talked about Michael Penix Jr. And then what happened? He got hurt. Wasn't throwing the ball very well. 1 touchdown, 9 picks. You lose 4 in a row.
But there's a reason why he didn't notify the team that he was hurt in the first place, especially as an older quarterback, especially coming off of Achilles. Like, teams lie to players all the time. I hate it when fans are always like, oh my gosh, like, how could this player betray me? I don't understand why they're upset. They're usually upset because the front office lies into their face, says, hey, you're the guy, like Jarrett said. And then it turns out, there's a reverse Uno. And guess what? We're always playing for the future. We're never exactly loyal, but they want loyalty from the players. Players deserve to feel hurt if they're told different things than what actually happens. And again, this game is so much scoring going on. It's ridiculous. This is a great football game right here that's going on beside us right now. But again, like, you're more likely to hide the fact that you're injured. You're more likely to make conservative plays. You're not willing to go for it. You're not living in yourself, and you're always second guessing yourself. So you're never truly comfortable. And a dynamic that's interesting when it comes to quarterbacks, usually, Bomani Jones articulated this quite well. Usually teams, they go with a black backup quarterback to provide as a backup for their black quarterback, because they know that NFL fans are always looking to the next person on the bench. And more than likely, if there's a white dude, they're like, oh yeah, I believe in him more than the other guy. But
most popular player on the team is the backup quarterback. Absolutely.
It is, but in Atlanta it's a little bit different, because unfortunately, like, we're a black place, and so a black quarterback is sitting here in the rafters. It's a black city. Of course, we're gonna want that black backup quarterback, and there's louder noises when that happens. Like, racially, that does happen.
It is the reverse.
Yeah, it's literally the reverse in Atlanta. Everybody's looking for Mike Vick Park too, and it only helps that he's a lefty. So again, like, Kirk was put into a lot of bad positions, and the Atlanta Falcons have been known to move weird. So unfortunately, Kurt got placed in the wrong situation, and I don't blame him for feeling misled. Should he probably have known? Yeah, maybe sort of that this could happen, but it's a different thing than when you live through it and you actually trust and believe the people behind you.
Absolutely. So, like, he's sitting there, and he's going to be very impactful for the development of Mike Penix if he wants to be, right? Like, he's one of the quarterbacks that have the most knowledge of the game in the game right now, and it's so tough from that perspective, because I don't know if there's going to be a lot of teams that want Kirk Cousins on their team as their starting quarterback, or somebody that coming into relief.
Cleveland, this is for you.
But listen, if he has some juice left in his tank and a team believes in him, they have to go get him. He's a playoff quarterback. When he was playing, he was one of the most underrated. And with the injury thing, like, I've heard countless stories about Kirk Cousins being injured and playing through injuries. He's one of the toughest quarterbacks in the NFL. Yep. Paul McCoy used to tell me about stories about him all the time, and he used to play through injuries as soon as he entered the NFL.
Right. Yeah, and his teammates love him. By the way, that's why we saw that. Walk in your trap, we saw the ice around his neck and all that stuff on the plane with the Vikings a couple of years. Kurt Cobain, absolutely. All right, we'll see what happens to Kurt. I understand his point of view, and I felt bad for the wife. She was very emotional about it. So, and he came home and he still played with the kids. He's a great father, great man. Shout out to Kirk Cousins. Their third quarter here is over. Fourth quarter, got a 10-point ball game. Lions with the lead. Looks like they're going to run out the clock here. Our King of the Hill Huskers looks like, if you can hang on, going to move on. That third quarter brought to you by our good friends at the Kettle Black Sports Bar. We'll be there on Thursday for ISG basketball. 2 locations, Staten Island, and 1 here in Brooklyn. Got the best wings, beer, and burgers, folks. Food and Wine Magazine said this is one of the top 5 wing joints in America. They're open daily, 11:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. Check out those wings. They're really, really good, folks. I'm talking about world-class wings there at the Kettle Black Sports Bar. Got live music, DJs, trivia night, and of course, all your sports with those flat screen TVs there. Kettle Black Bar, 2 locations, Staten Island and Brooklyn. Check them out online, kettleblackbar.com. And we're back here on Unbeaten Sports Channel, NESN Nation, and also in the Black Network, literally CBS Sports, ISG Football, folks, the only show that talks and combines traditional sports with also gaming here. Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback, right next to me. Top right-hand corner of the screen, Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in the A. Got a Madden game going on here as we talk the NFL. Huskers, the king of the hill, won last week, back on the sticks this week, playing with Detroit Lions. He has the lead. He's on defense. JBaird, the challenger, bottom right-hand corner of your screen with the black hat on, play with Kansas City. Only down 10, has the ball. If he can score here, maybe can make things interesting. Back to the NFL. We're just talking about Kirk Cousins and his team, or his former team, the Minnesota Vikings. Let's talk about the Vikes. Skull Vikings. Their rookie last year, coming into his second year, Dallas Turner, came from the University of Alabama, was scammed, folks, by a bank. And I'm talking about scammed out of $240,000. So he makes less than $1 million, like $800,000. That's a lot of money there. He was scammed $240,000 with someone impersonating a Chase Bank rep, and they told him his identity was being used at a branch in Arizona. Once again, he lives and works in Minnesota now. He wired 2 $120,000 transfers and later realized, oh my gosh, this is a scam. Police have identified the suspects. Hopefully there'll be an arrest here shortly. Jarrett, your thoughts here, man? Whoa. Dude, my heart sunk for this guy. Man, you can't fall for that. How did he fall for that, man? I know he's a rookie, but
Dang.
they need some programs. They need more programs, financial literacy programs there with the NFL, man.
And I remember, like, as a rookie, we went through so many financial literacy, like, meetings, opportunities to talk about within the rookie group. Like, we probably had 5 or 6 meetings worth with our NFLPA rep. Right, like, so, like, I can only think about his and his, I guess, group or close friends or whoever's in his circle.
Mm-hmm.
How could they let him do that, or how could he let himself do that and not go ask somebody else for help or somebody else for advice on this? Right, like, maybe if he was just going by himself, right, like, he's a big boy, like, he doesn't really
not $240, $240,000, like, whoa,
Man.
Like, maybe go ask your agent, like, for some advice. Like, go ask somebody within your circle. Maybe, like, somebody that's a little bit wiser. Like, he went to Alabama, so he probably has about 30 boys in the NFL right now. Like, obviously, like, some things are personal reasons, and some things, like, you don't really have to stress about. Like, maybe as a second-round pick, he doesn't really need to stress $120K being sent away. Obviously, for, like...
Well, actually, it was a first-round pick, 17th overall, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was first-round pick.
Yeah, so, like, 120K is probably, like, he's like, all right, that's nothing, whatever. Just make sure my bank account's all good, make sure everything's settled. For people like us or normal people, whatever it is, you see 120,000 going to someone, you're like, dude, how could you do that? That's 2 years worth of work, a year worth of work, whatever it is. 3 years worth of work, it could be anything. Him, it's like, oh, that's just a game check. So it's not as drastic as people might think, but still, obviously, you can't have that. You can't do things like that. You have to have a little bit more financial literacy, a little bit more common sense to it, trying to investigate a little bit more instead of just being so easygoing, probably with the money situation. But yeah, no, it's tough. I'm happy that it's getting solved, though.
Right, Andrea, JG just brought up the word investigate. That's what it is. They need an investigation. I thought, man, is this an inside job?
I wouldn't doubt it. You know, we've had situations.
Those bank people, they know your name and how much money you got in there. They know.
And we have seen people who are even close to athletes, famously, and she's a Spelman alum too, so that's a weird connection. The person who defrauded Tim Duncan was also like on his team, his financial investor. Once people know that you have money, people are going to figure out ways, especially deceptive, dishonest people, figure out ways if they can go ahead and get a couple thousand. And we've seen it all the way up to, like, even college institutions. People try to pull money secretly from places. I think what's interesting about this situation, and the reason why it works so well, is because, think about it, you're a rookie athlete, you're over here just trying to make the team, trying to go through training camp, trying to understand things. And somebody texts you, hey man, we need to do this for your bank account, blah blah blah. You're not really worried about things. You're just like, oh sure, you need the information, fine. But again, that's what makes this scam so smart, is because the person who's in this situation, the least thing that they're worried about is finances, because they got all the finances covered as soon as they signed into this league. So you're targeting somebody at an especially vulnerable place who's more than likely going to be like, oh, we'll worry about it later. Financial literacy can only help you so much. I'm glad that they were able to resolve this situation, but that's why you need to also be personally invested into your finances and not just have somebody manage it instead.
Yeah, I hope he gets some help, and I hope that they find these suspects. Looks like they got a beat on them, 1 or 2 people out there. It said suspects, so that's plural, so at least 2. Yeah, good luck to Dallas Turner. Hopefully and I heard, I think I read he only got 1% of the money back, so that's like $2,400.
That sucks.
Ooh, that's a big loss. Hopefully they can recover and recuperate the rest of the money there. Real quickly, one last story before we got here. This game's about to end here. Leonard Fournette was watching a Twitch streamer, and she was doing it to a Twitch stream, and he gave her a nice little sub, like $500, a nice little gift. Here's the reaction from this young lady named Lola Clark. Here's her reaction to getting this Twitch sub from Leonard Fournette, the former NFL player.
God, Leonardo Fournette with the 100 gifted.
I'd be excited too.
Oh my God.
I'd be excited.
Oh my freaking God. Oh my gosh. Leonardo with the 100 gifted.
You couldn't believe it.
Leonardo.
You hyperventilating.
Such
guys, you guys, funny, it's like you guys didn't read the headline. You missed the daggone lead story. She called him Leonardo Fournette, not Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay,
that's the story. She was so happy she didn't know who the hell he was. Leonardo Fournette. That's his new nickname, not Touchdown Lenny. It's Leonardo Fournette.
Dude,
sounds like a Ninja Turtle.
Exactly.
People don't understand.
Leonardo.
I've never been gifted 500 subs, and if somebody wants to, then go ahead, please.
Sure.
Boarding McBoard on Twitch. But when an athlete comes into your stream, period, I don't know, when you're streaming, period, you're just streaming to random people on the internet. Sometimes you have your regulars. People become regulars, their friends, etc. And you think that you're just streaming to 4 or 5 people, but now that Twitch is becoming a bigger thing, bigger names are looking at your streams. And when a big name comes into your stream, you start to not think. I've had famous athletes come in, I'm like, I forget everything about their stats, who they are as a person. I'm just like, why the heck are you here? And especially after getting $500 too, I'm not upset that she's flustered. I'm not even sure if she knows who Leonardo Fournette is or if she's flustered in general, but
it does not exist. Leonardo Fournette does not exist.
You don't know. It's just like Lazarti, right? Andrea Lazarti, Beyonce. You never know.
Right.
But again,
go ahead. We got like a minute.
You're flustered. See, I relate to her so bad in this situation.
JG, jump here. We got like 30 seconds. Go ahead, bro. This is crazy.
No, listen, her heart was probably pumping. She saw that 500 come across. She started probably wiping her eyes. She started doing the dance. She's like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Leonardo Fournette. Who is that? That's so nice of you, Leonardo.
I know that his heart hurt a little bit too, because that $500 hit usually when people sub, they want to be able to throw a message out there or something like he could have said something and said Leonardo. Right. Heartbreaking.
Fumbled.
Shout out to Lola Clark. Got the $500 worth of subs and the gift there from Leonard Fournette. Not Leonardo Fournette. But it was a cute story, so we wanted to show that. All right, the game is over. Our King of the Hill moves on, second straight week here. That fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends at 902 Brewing Company. Check them out online, 902brewing.com, 101 Pacific Avenue in Jersey City. Craft brewery there producing ales and lagers. Got the big bright tanks, handcrafted beers in the best atmosphere. Curated good times there in Jersey City. Got the spacious tap room. They host a variety of events. Got the rooftop as well. We'll be there next week for ISG basketball. Shout out to the good folks there, Don and the good folks. 902brewing.com. All right, we're back here inside Emblem Sports Bar in Brooklyn, located in the heart of East Williamsburg. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football here. We got a winner, Huskers. Fear the Huskers. Hey, man, he's putting everyone on notice here on ISG Football, the only show that combines traditional sports and gaming. Huskers, you got the win, man. A couple of pick sixes, man. Everything was working for you. well, back and forth game, a little teeter-totter action, but you were able to pull it out, man. How'd you get it done?
Yeah, I struggled out of the gate a little bit. He came out with a strong run game and popped me with a few runs, so I had to switch my defense. Ended up playing pretty good defense, and then just got a few stops on 4th down, a couple turnovers. And Jahmyr Gibbs went crazy for me on offense, so that was kind of the formula there.
How much time have you put in with the Honolulu Blue, man? Seems like you were very comfortable playing with the Lions. I picked JBaird because I like Kansas City, probably slightly better team on Madden, but you acquitted yourself very well.
Yeah, I haven't played with them a ton, so that's why I kind of struggled to start. I think a couple times on your guys' show I played with them, but I kind of got used to Jared Goff and got used to Jahmyr Gibbs going crazy, so ended up working out.
Hey, man, you're back in the league, man. You're feeling yourself, man. Got a couple of big wins here. Think you can go on a nice little streak, man, and put some W's up there in the left column?
I think so. I'm glad to be back, and we're stringing together and playing some good ball right now, so looking forward to the weeks to come. Yep,
2 more wins, man, and you get a gaming chair. You already got 5 of them, so this will be your 6th one if you get the win. If you want to be like Huskers, folks, and win some money and some other cash, man, it's ages 13 and up. Join us now at the ISGshow.com/Madden. You can win cash and other prizes all online. A weekly King of the Hill format. You win money, and you stay on the sticks. Join us now, the ISGshow.com/Madden. Don't do it today, but do it to now. This postgame show brought to our good friends at Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, Route 3. They're the guys that invented deep dish pizza in 1943, drawing their identity and inspiration from their origins there in the Chi, Chicago. 100 locations in 20 states. They also serve pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more. Also got a variety of drinks, craft beers, great cocktails, and also, if you like to eat healthy, the vegetarian dishes. Shout out to our good friends at Uno's Pizzeria and Grill. Check them out online, unos.com. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get out of here, man. Been another great show. Thanks for watching here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and NESN Nation, and also in the Black Network for Huskers. Andrea Richmond, she's in the A. Jarrett Guarantano, our quarterback, former University of Tennessee Volunteer, played in the NFL as well, and also the UFL's San Antonio Brahmas. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football, the only show that talks traditional sports and gaming. We'll see you later in the week for ISG Basketball. Have a great week, folks. Thanks, and bye-bye.